Okay, we got settled into the house, and I'm going to jump into a big subject right here, right off. And that subject is, where are we going with this whole flat earth thing? So if you follow the research and you follow the researchers like I do, and you see the pieces that connect, sometimes it can be a little hard to admit something in your mind. So I've been pushing myself to do that, because a lot of you, I'm getting a lot of comments. A lot of people are saying, boy, what you're saying is exactly what I've been thinking for a long time. So here's what I came across last week. I'm in with a bunch of these flat earth truthers, is what I prefer the name to be, because flat earth is just one of the many truths that have been kept from us. You know, food, the sun being good for you, and all this nonsense about sunscreen and cancer, when the sunscreen exposed to cancer, or to the sun on your skin, is what causes cancer, not the sun. So, a little side point. But so here's the big thing. There's a lot of these truthers that are coming across the same information from Druid history, Roman history, Greek history, Aboriginal history, Hopi history, Aztec, Mayan, Sumer, Aboriginal, Inca, Olmec, and the list goes on, African peoples as well, that there was a time in the past when the dome moved closer to the earth, and it was the Shiva is what it was called in Hindu. She was the destroyer. I think it was a she, and Shiva the destroyer descended, and it was the dome. You know how they call that the Great Rift, the crack, the Milky Way? According to all these ancient prophecies, it opens, and that is the great cleansing. That is what happens. That's what resets humanity. And call it Armageddon, call it, the awakening, as some say. I don't know what to call it, but one of the signs that indicates that we're getting close to the end of the period, and this is why they watched all of these, the calendars, why they were so obsessed with the sun and the position of the sun, is because the sun descends. It descends, it moves down, the dome moves down until it gets to this point that the rift opens and this cleansing takes place. Now I'm going to put some links in the bottom here, but I truly feel is a better word than know, because, you know, these globers, whatever you want to call them, these people who will not believe their own eyes. They will not believe what they see with their eyes. That's flat. There's a freighter. How the hell is it? Oh, it's out there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a freighter out there on the horizontal line. See him out there? Now, I can't really do it with the phone here, but you zoom in on him with the binoculars. We don't have a telescope. I use my friends, but with the binoculars, I can zoom in on that boat and see the waves on the bow. Anyway, it's flat. We know that it's flat. We know that NASA's lying. We know that there's a dome above us. We know that the dome meets the Earth in Antarctica, and that's why there's a $3.3 billion military budget with shoot-to-kill authority, with an annual budget that high in Antarctica to repel you. Because if we found out that we're in a closed system, all of a sudden there would be a lot more really important questions than how much effing money do you have. We have been reduced to these ridiculous beings that pursue sex, and the Kardashians, and a black Escalade, and the bling, and all that stuff that you want to have, in the house in Malibu. It's ridiculous. I've had houses. I've had the money. It's nothing but headaches. It's nothing but problems. You get there and you're like, where's the happiness? The happiness comes from knowing you're okay, from expressing who and what you are and what you like to do. Do what you love and the money will follow. And it doesn't have to be this landslide of money. It's like this amount of money that comes to you, exactly what you need, and not just what you need fiscally, what you need emotionally, because we have an emotional attachment to that green currency. That's what you need to lose. You need to let go of the power that money has over you and understand we are living in a time where we are very likely going to see this cataclysmic event. And that's why they're so fascinated with CERN. That's why Project Bluebeam. That's why NASA. They don't want you knowing that it's coming. Because when it resets, if it resets like the last time, the knowledge and the people who are left, that knowledge, if you know that it happens over and over and over again, and you stomp out the people who also know, you can control the other people who don't know. That's what they're doing. That's why they destroyed the Africans with the slave trade with such horrific prejudice. They didn't just take them, they raped them, they burned their towns, they burned their culture, they destroyed their culture. They did the same thing with the Aztecs, the Incas, the Olmecs, the American Indians, the Aboriginals, all of them, because they all knew about this cycle. And they couldn't risk you knowing and truly understanding where you live and who you should be honoring with your life and your hands and your work and your mind and your manners and your love, most importantly. Because love is the key, not money. Love is the key. Pursue love. Pursue kindness. And these things just will flow to you. I am living proof. Really appreciate all the positive comments and all the support. You Globers, just get lost until you figure it out. You are a waste of my time. I will not talk to you if you will not go out and measure the points and find out that there is no 8 inches squared per mile, which means 8 inches first mile, 32 inches, say it with me, 32 inches second mile, 72 inches third mile. By the 5th mile, you're at 16 feet, 16.6 feet of curvature. There is no curvature on this flat plane. It is not a planet. You don't get to put a cross at the end of it just because the church says it's okay to turn plane into planet and then call it heliocentric. Doesn't work like that. We're going to figure it out. Here is the beautiful Zuby, also a flat earther. I'm very blessed to have her not be seeing curve. And we're getting ready to leave because we're planning our wedding. So that's what I have for today. Thanks for watching, and continue with the comments. I appreciate all of your support, and hang in there and keep sharing all the truth that you learn as well. Research those ancient documents. Research those, the things that I will put the link in the description. And contribute. That's what it means to be a truther. Share what you learn. Share what is true. Vet what you learn. Establish that it is truth before you post it, before you stand behind it. And then no one can touch you. The truth will set you free. So Earth is still flat. Oil tankers 5 miles away still show up clear the bow, breaking waves on the horizon. Why? Because the Earth is flat. Thank you again for watching, and talk to you soon.